Fair and balanced, unbiased and clear, concise and accurate. This is the DBS Evening News. Here now is your presenter with the headlines.
Well, a very special good evening. My name is Curtis Matthew. The Public Service Union PSU submits proposals to government for salary increase of 21% over a 3-year period. In news from the region, police in Antigua charge a 26-year-old man for the stabbing death of independent parliamentarian Assot Michael. And news from the international scene, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump picks Mike Huckabee for ambassador to Israel as he builds inner circle. This is the DBS Evening News. The details right after this.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go!
Turn your TV on. Listen to DBS on Digicel TV Channel 50 and Flow TV Channel 951.
DBS News.
Welcome back to the DBS Evening News. The union representing public officers in Dominica has made proposals to government for salary increase of 21% over a 3-year period. General Secretary of the PSU, Thomas Later, says the general membership met before the proposals were submitted to government.
In terms of salaries, the last time I spoke, I indicated that we were going to meet with the members to review our position on the level of increase that we would be requesting. Not the non-salary, but the non-salary issues or matters were submitted to the government. And having met with the members, it was agreed that we ask for a 21% salary increase over the triennium, the 3 years. So since that meeting, we submitted that to the government, and we haven't had any discussion. I'll be out for a little while. As soon as I come back, I will follow up and request that we resume negotiations. We believe that funds are available, and we are looking forward to that. It is left to the government to tell us what the real state of the economy is. But our decision is based on the rate of inflation.
And that's the General Secretary of the Public Service Union, Thomas Later. Other news this evening, the government of Dominica has to date paid off over $35 million to home and property owners who were relocated as a result of the International Airport project. Parliamentary representative for the Wesley constituency, Fidel Grant, says the figure marks about 80% of the total to be compensated. Mr. Grant adds that construction will soon begin on 12 one-bedroom apartments in the Joe Burton area in Wesley.
We have constructed 31 lovely homes at Joe Burton for those we relocated. In most cases, the owners were allocated more land than they previously owned at Edith Road. A number of homeowners have received their certificate of titles. The Attorney General Chambers has assured me that they are working assiduously to complete the balance of these titles. Within the next few weeks, we should commence installation of street lights and beautification at Joe Burton. We are also on schedule to construct 12 one-bedroom apartments to assist with the relocation of persons at Joe Burton. Within the past 2 years, this government has paid in excess of $35 million in compensation for home and other property owners. This is at least 80% of the total homeowners to be compensated. In recent months, I have been receiving calls from potential investors. They are looking to purchase land 3 and 5 acres upwards for the development of supermarkets, boutique hotel, tour operations, just to name a few. I want to assure you, the people of Wesley, the young people, that you will be given priority to own a piece of Wesley.
And that's the parliamentary representative for the Wesley constituency, Fidel Grant. He says government will soon make more agricultural lands available for lease, while a number of farm roads are done for rehabilitation.
I urge you to begin planting your vegetables, your herbs, your spices, your flowers. Start supplying the local markets such that in a few years you can expand to the international markets. I call on the CMOS farmers, prepare and plan. CMOS in its raw form and processed form is in great demand around the world. There is money to be made. Just imagine in 12 hours your fresh cut flowers, your coconut oil, your castor oil, your fresh green seasoning mix can be on the shelves in London. We have made over 140 acres of agricultural land available for lease. In the near future, we'll be making an additional 150 acres available for agricultural purposes. 2 years ago, we completed the Mango Gutter Road, investing $2.5 million in the rehabilitation of that road. Presently, I am in discussion with CR5, MMCE, and the Honorable Prime Minister for the rehabilitation of several of our farm roads.
And that's the parliamentary representative for the Wesley constituency, Fidel Grant. A delegation from the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, has arrived in Dominica. The mission is aimed at assessing the medical air system at the Dominica China Friendship Hospital and evaluating the National Blood Transfusion Service of Dominica. The PAHO Country Program Director, Dr. Nicole Slack-Liebert, says the mission is in line with PAHO's mandate of achieving universal access to health.
As PAHO continues to advance technical cooperation activities in Dominica, today we commence an assessment of the National Blood Bank and medical air systems in our partnership with the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Social Services and, by extension, the Government of Dominica. These initiatives are geared towards the expansion of existing clinical services and strengthening quality healthcare services in Dominica. At PAHO, our mandate speaks to increasing equitable access to health technologies that are safe, affordable, clinically effective, and quality assured, which strengthen the regulatory systems that contribute to achieving universal access to health, and is also a reflection of the Government of Dominica's priorities as a PAHO member state. Our ECC advisor in Health Services, Dr. Andy Partap Singh, and Dr. Solaj Kobe-Jackson, those are the two advisors that are involved in this mission.
And that's the Pan American Health Organization Country Program Director, Dr. Nicole Slack-Liebert. Meanwhile, the CEO of the Dominica China Friendship Hospital, Nancy Francis, says the mission will help enhance the quality of care being offered at the hospital.
Currently, our medical air system at the Dominica China Friendship Hospital only supports the operating theater and the intensive care unit. It is anticipated that through this technical mission, we will be able to expand our medical air system to support all areas of care by producing a consistent and reliable supply of medical air for our hospitals. As healthcare professionals, we appreciate the vital role that medical air and blood safety play in the continuum of care at our hospitals. Our ability to deliver safe, effective, and efficient medical interventions relies heavily on our protocols, international best practices, SOPs, and our trusted employees. Therefore, as a quality and people-centered care facility, we are committed in empowering our employees and in adopting and implementing best practices and standards in all aspects of our operations and service delivery. It is expected at the end of the missions, we will have a more robust, safe, and efficient blood safety and medical gas systems within the healthcare system in Dominica.
And that's the Chief Executive Officer of the Dominica China Friendship Hospital, Nancy Francis. One of the graduates of the 2024 UWI Global Campus, Vanessa Joseph Charles, says the achievement will serve as encouragement going forward. Mrs. Charles, an employee of the establishment, personnel and training department, was among 50 Dominicans who graduated from the UWI Global Campus at the weekend.
I pursued a bachelor's degree in management studies, specifically human resource management, which is actually the field that I work in at government. I must say I had my struggles being a working mom and wife. I have a 13-year-old son who is autistic, and I have a 4-year-old daughter. It had its challenges, but I persevered. I had a lot of support from my husband and my family and my friends. Overall, I am very happy that I accomplished this because I love human resource management, especially as I'm working at establishment. I believe it is a plus for me. It will open many more possibilities for upward mobility for me in establishment department and within the public service. And I must say I'm very proud. I am actually acting in a higher position right now in establishment department. I am one who conducts a lot of research, human resource research, as well as updating job descriptions and many other different parts of human resource, including absenteeism and recording numbers and the cost it is to government, plus many other tasks that may be assigned to me by the Chief Personnel Officer.
2024 UWI Global Campus graduate Vanessa Joseph Charles. Meantime, Dominica Social Security employee Natisa Richards obtained a bachelor's degree in the field of human resource management with first-class honors.
This program is generally an understanding of human resources of an organization, which is pivotal to an organization's success irrespective of its size, industry, and profit motive. Over the past few years of studying, it had been, I would say, a bittersweet moment. So throughout the year, I have lost my grandmother, I have lost my father during this time, and of course during Maria, it was a bit difficult. I would like to thank my family for always pushing me towards greatness. Also my employer, which is the Dominica Social Security. I would like to thank them and express gratitude. I came out successful and I give thanks for all the hard work that I have done and pushed. To the young people out there who may be in two minds in undergoing studies, especially at the UWI Global Campus, education is key. And if you would like to progress in life, you should consider studying.
And that's the 2024 UWI Global Campus graduate Natisa Richards of the Dominica Social Security. I'm very sure celebrations would still be going on with her husband Gavin Richards, the sports editor at DBS. We congratulate you all for a major success. All the best going forward. Well, on the feature segment of the DBS Evening News, a Dominican educator has been named valedictorian of the UWI Global Campus Class of 2024. She is assistant principal at the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School, Kellyanne Stedman. 50 Dominicans graduated from the UWI Global Campus at the weekend. Kellyanne Stedman is our feature on the DBS Evening News.
I am from the agricultural community of Salisbury. This is where I was born and raised. However, recently I moved to the community of Maho, and this is where I currently reside. I have been an educator for all of my working life, spanning 14 years of experience. In my early years of teaching, I taught at the Salisbury Primary School. However, I am now at my alma mater, the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School, serving as the assistant principal. My commitment to education and personal growth led me to pursue a bachelor's degree in education leadership and management. My journey began in 2021. I recognize that education is becoming very complex and it is rapidly changing. And such, I desired to play a more active role in school management and to contribute to creating a positive and dynamic school environment. Thus, I saw that this degree focus would have been beneficial for me. Since the beginning of my studies, I have consistently maintained a high GPA and earned a spot on the honors roll. And reflecting on this experience, I have to say that it's due to my dedication, to my commitment, and just the desire for seeking lifelong learning and self-improvement. Now that I have achieved this milestone, I am definitely looking forward to greater things. During my time at UWI, I developed a strong interest in education law and policy, and this has inspired me to pursue a master's degree in inclusive education in the near future. I am particularly passionate about addressing the equity and equality gaps in education, both within my country and across the region. By gaining expertise in this area, I believe that I can bring about lasting positive change and ensure that all students have access to quality education.
And that's educator Kellyanne Stedman on the feature segment of the DBS Evening News. The news continues right after this.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Turn your TV on. Listen to DBS on Digicel TV Channel 50 and Flow TV Channel 951.
DBS News.
Police in Antigua, they've charged 26-year-old Alexa Francis with the stabbing death of parliamentarian Asot Michael last week. Michael, a controversial independent parliamentarian, was discovered dead at his seaside home. In a statement, Police Commissioner Atlee Rodney commended investigators for their diligence and professionalism in handling the matter. He said the police had no plans to disclose the motive, but would instead allow it to be revealed in court. The 54-year-old Asot Michael was a wealthy businessman who served at one time as a minister in the government of the ruling Antigua Labour Party. He was also barred from running on the ticket of the party's ticket after various controversies, including an international bribery scandal, for which he has denied. Finally, this evening, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump has picked Mike Huckabee as ambassador to Israel as he builds his inner circle. Mike Waltz has also been chosen as National Security Advisor. They join a growing list of loyalties and key allies of Donald Trump. His Republican Party has control of the Senate, and they are inching towards a majority in the House as vote counting continues. Meanwhile, a New York court decision on Trump's criminal conviction is being delayed yet again, with the judge postponing any decisions until at least the 19th of November. The New York judge is to decide if Trump's conviction in the hush money case should be upheld and proceed to sentencing, or throw it out on the grounds of the U.S. Supreme Court's decision earlier this year granting broad presidential immunity. It is 19 minutes after 6 o'clock. That's news. Don't go away. The sports report comes up shortly.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Christmas in this year.
Can I have this?
We have an extra $400 from Flow. You can have everything you
More
want.
gifts with Flow. With Christmas in, win weekly prices up to $10,000 in cash. Sign up for a postpaid bundle or a broadband plan.
We Christmas in with free groceries from Flow. Plus, a chance to win weekly prizes and up to $10,000 cash. Head over to your nearest Flow store or visit discoverflow.co. Flow, we Christmasing.
More gifts with Flow.
Let's begin the sports report with track and field news. President of the Dominica Athletics Association, Brendan Williams, says he is pleased with the progress that the association has made in completing its strategic plan. The association earlier this year launched a plan which would have targeted a number of areas to ensure sustainability and growth in the sport. Williams says a number of goals have been met so far.
To tick off some of our goals from our strategic plan has been, tremendous. And, we're just trying to move to, just continue to be a sustainable sport and also increase the performance of our athletes across the region. But like you rightly said, according to most of the plans that we have for the year, we have ticked them off, from achieving medals to increasing capacity and also in the terms of financial resources that we're able to gather for the development programs that we have on the Athletics Association. I just want to say continue to everyone who have been supporting athletics, continue supporting it, and all those who are interested in supporting this sport, just jump on board because there are so many benefits for our athletes, health benefits, educational benefits, and also just the pride they have in representing their country, families, and schools. All right, so one of the first events we have coming up on the 1st of December, we're planning to have another Kiddies Athletic Series. We're hoping to have it at the Lindo Park. Also, we're going to have a trainers in Kiddies Athletics. That will be from the 20th to the 30th of November, where we'll have one of our athletics consultants coming in to train our local coaches in kids athletics. And also on the 15th of December, we're planning to have our cross-country series at the Botanical Gardens.
And that's the president of the Dominica Athletic Association, Brendan Williams. National swimming coach Jason Robin believes Dominica has great potential in the sport. 2024 has been a big year for the sport, with Dominica being represented at the Olympics for the first time in 20 years and the OACS Championships for the first time in over 20 years as well. Robin has commended the Swimming Association for its efforts in bringing back the sport.
A big thanks to Dominica Amateur Swimming Association for taking this step in the direction of starting back the OECS. Alright, so Dominica looking very positive in relation to swimming, and we'd like to encourage that swimming be part of our school system. So for that to happen, we definitely need to put some swimming facilities in place, for example, like pools, at least 1 or 2 pools, because for us to both of 365 rivers, and we'd have 1 river passing in a pool that we can actually use to make some funds. I think we can actually do a pool in Dominica because water is not our issue, and I think we should have pools around our island, even if it's freshwater pools or saltwater pools. I think that is what we need to do next to take the swimming to the next level. I think it's not making sense to try to participate in too much tournaments if we do have access to pool, or at least have a pool of our own to be training in.
And that's the national swimming coach, Jason Robin. Cricket news now. Alzarri Joseph, the fast bowler, is back in West Indies colours following his 2-match suspension, and Windward Islands Volcanoes player Shama Springer has been drafted into the West Indies team as part of 2 changes for the remainder of the T20 series with England. Andre Russell has been ruled out due to a left ankle sprain. In his place, all-rounder Shama Springer, fresh off 2 T20 games against Sri Lanka, will join the squad. Alzarri Joseph will rejoin the squad in St. Lucia for the crucial final leg of the series, replacing Shama Joseph. The West Indies T20 squad is Rovman Powell, the captain, Ruston Chase, Matthew Ford, Shimron Hetmeyer, Terence Hines, Shea Hope, Akil Hussain, Alzarri Joseph, Brandon King, Evan Lewis, Gudakesh Moti, Nicholas Puran, Shafin Rutherford, Romario Shepherd, and Shama Springer. Meanwhile, the West Indies head coach Darren Sammy is calling on St. Lucians to come out in their numbers and support the West Indies team as they look to reverse their ongoing T20 series with England. Sammy is hoping that the crowd can rally round the West Indies.
St. Lucia, it is your turn. I am right here at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground, and the challenge is for you to paint all these seats here in maroon. I know I've asked you for blue before. It is the West Indies, and you know our colors, maroon. So make sure you have your tickets for the 14th, the 16th, and the 17th, where you come and be that 12th man that we need to get into the series. I know I could count on you. I can always count on my St. Lucian people to turn up when we need them most. Action on the 14th, 16th, and 17th. Darren Sammy Cricket Ground, West Indies Cricket needs your support. Let's rally.
And that's the West Indies head coach, Darren Sammy. We're staying with cricket news. Windward Island Volcanoes batsman Jeremy Solazano says the Windwards have to dig deep to end their campaign in the regional Super 50s Overs tournament on a positive note. The Windwards, after starting off the tournament with a win, they've lost 4 matches and can no longer qualify for the semis. Solazano got a score of 84 in the Windwards' last match. He says, while he's happy to have gotten a score, the poor run as a team is concerning.
Well, for me, going into this game, I was very clear of my role and my function for the team. So I just tried to stick to the plan and my role, and that guided me through the innings.
Two games to go. I mean, at this point, we know the position that we're in. We're now playing for, pride for our team. It's a quick turnaround. We had a very close win in the first game, but with this close defeat, in terms of the mental side of it, with the quick turnaround, how you think that the guys will be, or how do we pick up ourselves heading into that match against CCC on Wednesday?
I think it's about pride. We representing the island, so it's about pride for the people. I think we should really go there and give it 100%, put whatever performance there was behind us, and we just focus on them next 2 games and give it our best shot.
And that's the Windward Island Volcanoes batsman Jeremy Solazano. The Windwards will play the combined campuses and colleges as the tournament continues tomorrow. That game gets underway at 1 o'clock. Meantime, at 9 o'clock in the morning, the Barbados Pride will take on the West Indies Academy. And we will bring you some football news at this time and some news on football just coming in. Let's go across to Joseph Fadul.
Thank you, Curtis Matthew. Of course, the Castlebrew Secondary School and the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School met in a double-header in the under-15 and under-20 divisions of the Sports Division Secondary School football competition in Newtown. And of course, that took place this afternoon. While in the under-15 matchup, the Castlebrew Secondary School defeated the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School 8-0. Taron George led the scoring for CBSS with 4 goals, while Vince Daru, Roxanne Coppel, Asper Banis and Tariq Loda scored 1 goal each. In Game 2 in the Under-20 division, the Castlebrew Secondary School edged out the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School 1-0. Alson Gasper scored the winning goal for ITSS. Chris Matthew, it's back to you.
Overseas-based defender Jamal Prosper and midfielder Fitzjolly are among a few changes being made to the senior men's national football team for the 2 remaining matches in the CONCACAF Nations League starting this weekend in the Dominican Republic. Dominica will play the Dominican Republic Saturday and Antigua next week Tuesday in their final matches in Group D of League B. Prosper is a centre-back based in the United Kingdom, and Fitzjolly is a defensive midfielder based in the United States. They will join Julian Wade, Troy Jules, and Glenson Prince as the overseas players named in the 23-man squad. The full team is Glenson Prince, Julian Wade, Jamal Prosper, Dante Newton, Jerome Burkhardt, Travis Joseph, Corbin Paul, Fitzjolly, Eustace Marshall, Giovanni Xavier, Cassim Pelletier, Marcus Bridas, Jaheim Maxime, Braille Thomas, Chad Bertrand, Kian Thomas, Malachi Bonney, Javid George, Troy Jules, Odell Laville, the Mario Challenger, Savio Anselm, and Dante Warrington. The national team is being coached by Ellington Sabin. Meantime, national goalkeeper Jerome Burkhardt says training has gone well and the team is focused on the job at hand.
Well, I must say training is good. We're getting prepared for the last 2 games. And I feel like even if it's not, we're not fighting for the first place, but we're still going out there to fight and to prove a point that we can beat teams like Dominican Republic and Antigua, of course. So yeah, we're getting ready for that. And I feel that, I must say, we're confident. We can go out there and beat those teams.
All right.
confidence. And like you said, we may not be playing for first place, but there's still a lot besides pride to be playing for, at least remaining in League B. So, what have the discussions been like with your teammates, to really focus on the job at hand, remaining in League B?
Well, I mean, when we started, we said we wanted to try and strive for League A, or at least reach into the preliminary round for the Gold Cup. But now that those hopes are kind of over, we still, like you said, we want to fight to stay in League B so that next year we can have those hopes up again. And I feel that like how we played against Antigua in the first round, that we are able to beat them again, and hopefully, surprisingly, maybe get points against Dominican Republic as well. And like I said, I feel confident that we can. The way we play, the way we training, that the players showing the level that we can do it.
And that's the national goalkeeper, Jerome Burkhardt. The national team is due to leave the state tomorrow morning. It is 6:30 in Dominic and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. That's a look at the evening sports and news reports. We are very happy you were able to join us this evening. Tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, we will be back with another news and sports bulletin on DBS Radio. On behalf of the news and sports departments and our link person, Joseph Fadul, Curtis Matthew saying good night.
Christmas in this year.
Can I have this? We have an extra $400 from Flow. You can have everything you
More
want.
gifts with Flow. With Christmas in, win weekly prices up to $10,000 in cash. Sign up for a postpaid bundle or a broadband plan.
We Christmasing with free groceries from Flow. Plus, a chance to win weekly prizes and up to $10,000 cash. Head over to your nearest Flow store or visit discoverflow.co. Flow, we Christmasing.
More gifts with Flow.
And now, your community bulletin board.
Welcome to the evening edition of the General Announcements on the DBS Radio Community Bulletin Board. It is the 12th day of November 2024. We have one announcement for you this evening. The general public is advised of the early closure of the following National Cooperative Credit Union branches and offices, and that will be taking place on Wednesday, the 13th of November. This is to facilitate a general staff meeting. The St. Paul's, La Salette and Roseau branches at 1 p.m. and the Viecas, Castlebruce, St. David's and Laplaine branches at 12:30 p.m. Regular hours of operation resume on Thursday, the 14th of November. Please be guided accordingly. This concludes this evening's edition of the DBS Radio Community Bulletin Board. Thank you very much for joining us. The next edition will be tomorrow morning from 6:10 a.m. with the morning edition of your death announcements, and at approximately 7:40 a.m. with the morning edition of your general announcements and what's on. Don't forget to hear your announcements on DBS Radio, the nation station. Come into the sales and marketing team's office Mondays through Fridays between the hours of 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Also, you can give us a call at 448-3282 or 448-3283, same times and days mentioned, except holidays.
Don't ride in the front seat with the boss man. I tell you, don't ride in the front seat with the boss man. Come with it. Hey, give up. Yeah, man. Okay, bye. Come again.
That's where I see your woman riding in the front seat with the boss man. Just the way both of them was laughing. Don't tell me you never feel your ears ringing. Not that anything wrong. Maybe she just know him long. Maybe they're just good friends. But better safe now than sorry in the end. Don't let your woman ride in the front seat with the boss man. The boss man. The boss man. I tell you, don't let your woman drive in the front seat with the boss man. The boss man. The boss man. When he driving, she admiring him. When he start to rap, he putting one hand on your woman lap. Oh milado, oh milado. Yeah man. Okay bye. Woman dressing so hot. What kind of man would not try some old talk? Not all women have the strength to resist. When he go for his guest, they can't miss. No man can ride in front. It's woman alone he wants. Sometimes he broke because his money in the bank. So it's your money that putting gas in his tank. Margarita, don't let your woman drive in the front seat with the boss man. The boss man, the boss man. I tell you, don't let your woman ride in the front seat with the boss man, the boss man, the boss man. When he's driving, she admiring him. When he start to rap, he putting one hand on your woman lap. Oh me lad, oh me lad. Yeah man, jump, jump. Okay, bye. Give up. The boss man is a resourceful man. Provides public transportation. School children who sometimes have no money. No problem, he go drive them to school for free. When the bus man late, passengers have to wait. Cause he must check his women. He has 7, is your woman one of them? Don't let your woman drive in the front seat with the boss man, the boss man, the boss man. I tell you, don't let your woman ride in the front seat with the boss man, the boss man, the boss man. When he's driving, she admiring him. When he start to rap, he putting one hand on your woman lap. Don't let your woman drive in the front seat with the boss man, the boss man, the boss man. I tell you, don't let your woman ride in the front seat with the boss man, the boss man, the boss man. When he's driving, she admiring him. When he start to rap, he putting one hand on your woman lap. Yeah, man. Come again.
this song is dedicated to all the real poor people of this country. Get richer while poor people die for an expression we hear the world over. Once born into poverty, that's always where you will be. Forever subjected to misery. So I had to check this thing out for true. You know I couldn't take these statements at face value. That is why I played the role of a Malay to properly conduct my survey. I did not expect such a rude awakening. Honestly, I thought this was not happening. Oh, I didn't know that people like me had no place in a society that was out to make money. Remember me the Malay way. You don't have to discard me. Remember me the Malay way. Remember me the Malay way. Don't treat me like I'm worthless. Remember me the Malay way. I work hard for my country. I serve with pride and dignity. No pension gratuity, and everybody forget me. But we say, remember me the Malay way. Remember me the Malay way. Oh yo 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 yo. La 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 la. I planted bananas, but that was more horrors. Too much crying and for little pay. I remember when I was small, it wasn't so at all. Now even farming is a bourgeois thing. My parents couldn't afford my education, and so I had to help them to till the land. I really had no chance to develop me, and so today I am the state's property. Tell me, how can I educate my own? They'll either fight their way, still or stay at home. Please, I want to know, when will that cycle end? Somebody have to help out my grandchildren. Oh, his mom is there for them. Remember me the Malay way. Remember me the Malay way. Should be number one priority. Remember me the Malay way. Remember me the Malay way. Before you without small farmers, give us alternate measures. It's true we want good quality, but I have to feed my family. Don't you know? Remember me the Malay way. Remember me the Malay way.